What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2. In the last episode we completed up some galaxies here in World 5, and in this episode we are pretty much going to do the exact same thing. Maybe we'll travel to some other worlds towards the end of this episode, but whatever. For now, let's start by going back into Space Storm Galaxy and picking up this hidden star. Pretty sure this is the one that relates to the letter that we received in the last episode, so looks like we're going back to Follow Me, Bob-omb, but this time around, we need to be on the lookout for a Guillermo that we can talk to. If memory serves me well, this is another one of those bring me back a specific type of enemy mission, so it could really go either way, like it could be super short, or it could be really drawn out. Kinda hope it's the former, just so I can get more done in this video, but we'll just have to roll with it. Now, I know I keep bringing this up, but I gotta say, I am very happy with how we are progressing through this game and like collecting all the comments and such as we go along, because that was one of my biggest concerns when starting this project. Like, the sheer amount of comments to get, I thought was going to be very overwhelming, but we seem to have sort of a grip on things, which is pretty cool. One thing I am realizing though is the scope of this game. Like, when I first started this project, the 242 stars needed for 100% completion seemed like a pretty simple goal, but you know, as I'm playing through this entire game again, I'm just like, what in the world was I thinking? Like, this is going to take a lot longer than I had originally expected it to. That's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess, and shows that sometimes I do have some pretty poor planning. It's not like the end of the world though, because I did want this game to be like my summer blockbuster LP, and looks like this might take me all summer to complete, whether I like it or not. Like, I'm not saying that I want this game to end, because I don't. Like, I'm having a ton of fun with this game, and I really do enjoy playing it and recording it and stuff like that, but at the same time, I kind of did have plans to do like 2 LPs this summer. We might still be able to pull it off, just depends on like how quickly we can finish Galaxy 2 up. And that's sort of the reason why like I'm proactive in making sure we make a decent amount of progress per video, and I stay consistent, because I do want this to go by pretty quickly and make sure I'm efficient with like each and every video, because there is like a point in any series where you'll be like, I don't know, maybe 35, 40 episodes in, and some people will just like stop watching because it's gone on too long and they've gotten bored with the series, etc, etc. So that's sort of like my goal. Like, I really do enjoy doing new and different projects and stuff like that, and longer games, they're fun, but they might not always be the best to Let's Play, just because some people just don't like have the attention span for them. You're searching for that star, right? I found one of those things at the garbage dump earlier. Oh, really? But hold on, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch, or a free star. Ain't that the truth? What do you want then? You know, I just love those red guys. See if you can get one of them to come over here. Alright, so we need to get a top man then over here, but not just one like the smaller yellow ones. We need the big old red guy, and there's only like 2 of them on this planet, I think, so yeah, getting them over here can be kind of a pain, since they're all the way back at the start of like this weird little planetoid style thing. But if we can get this guy to follow us, we should be in good shape. Come on, dude, don't get stuck on like the edge there. Just spin after me, I know you want to. Like, the annoying thing about this is all of these smaller yellow guys that constantly respawn and just try and bump into you, and oh my gosh, alright, I was afraid he was gonna like fall off or spin right into that electrical like little thing there, because if he does that, it'll actually kill him. But there we go, we managed to do it. Ta-da! Top man acquired. Aw, so cute, thanks. It's not really cute, but alright, whatever you say, man. Great work, take this star for a job well done. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Took a little longer than I expected it to, but you know, all in all, I would say a job well done. So I'll take the star, and we'll get out of here. But back to what I was saying before. Yeah, that's sort of the reason why I'm avoiding doing longer games right now, just because I know there's a lot of people who sort of fall off like halfway through a longer project like that, because one of the games I really want to do, 1,000 Year Door, would take me like a long time to finish, and that's sort of the reason why I haven't done it yet. Is that a Gearmo? Well, I hope it doesn't try to put everyone to work. Maybe you could use some work, Lubba. Maybe we'll finally want to relax for a change. At least now we have 2 Gearmos on the ship. Cool. I bet they're best friends talking about all sorts of like weird Gearmo robot stuff. So we'll leave them be. And instead of talking to them, what we can do is go and find another star to collect. So let's head back over to Boo Moon Galaxy, since there is another star that we should be able to pick up rather quickly. So let's do it, and then maybe we'll either move on to a new galaxy, or I think there's a comet medal that we can go collect, but this is haunting the Howling Tower. Let's do it. As you guys can probably tell, yeah, I really don't have like a set in stone plan for this episode, but hey, check it out, getting introduced to a returning power from SMG1, the Boosh Room. Awesome, can't wait to show that off, but first, we need to get to that area. And can be a little bit tricky because the path that you need to take like through this haunty, spooky first planet is a little bit different. Like it's sort of the same up until here, and now everything else is sort of new. So what you want to do is keep going like upwards, if that makes any sense. And I just went the wrong way actually. But yeah, if you keep going sort of upwards and follow like the coins and the Bowser statues, you should eventually reach this thing, which is actually a hidden door. And now we should be able to get to this pipe, which will lead us to the next section of the level. But yeah, don't worry if you get confused or turned around in that area, because trust me, it's happened to me before. But here we are as Boo Mario. So now we can tap A to float, and if we shake the Wii remote, we can turn invisible and like go through grates and stuff like that. I think we can go through enemies, but I did not spin fast enough there, so yeah. One thing that is kind of weird about Boo Mario is his hitbox. So if you fly like anywhere close to a wall, there's a good chance that you will bounce off it, and you bounce really, really far, which makes Boo Mario kind of hard to control and a little bit annoying, especially when there are a ton of enemies nearby in small spaces like this, for example. So it can be kind of a pain to navigate these smaller hallways, so my advice to you is just be patient and try not and fly too quickly into the walls, because they will bounce you back farther than you would imagine. And thank goodness we got through there, man. Like, I thought we were gonna get bounced into another enemy, and I would have been a little upset had that have actually happened. These weird, like, I don't even know what you would call them, like slug things that crawl on the ceilings and the wall, they make the most disgusting sound effect in the world. Like, you know that sound that your mouth sort of makes when you haven't taken a drink in a while and you talk for a long time, like that lip smacking sound? That's sort of what they make on steroids, so it's really, really annoying. You guys might not exactly know what I'm talking about, but I certainly do, because I hear myself do it a lot when I commentate, and it's really, really annoying. I actually try to make an effort to cut them out, since I know some people do not like that sound effect at all, and I certainly don't either. Anyways though, let's just fly up and grab this star and get out of there. Pretty easy little mission, but just sort of introduced us to the Boosh Room, if you will. I'm sure we'll make use of it a little bit more later on, not entirely sure. But looks like we're going back to the engine room, so Lubba's probably going to talk to us about the Boosh Room, and I'm not really interested in that. Alright, what do you want, dude? Looks like I was right. What do we have here? Looks like a soft white mushroom, eh? Like a marshmallow? Maybe? I don't know. You know, the stuff you're finding is pretty weird, but I guess that's just the universe we live in, right? I guess so. I mean, you're here and you're kind of weird too, Lubba. No one really likes Lubba, do they? Like, I don't know if that's like a thing, because Lubba was cool at first, but he quickly just becomes kind of annoying the more you play the game. You like him less and less, and I think you can see that, like, during this LP. Anyways, though, yeah, I knew there were some comments that we had to collect, so let's head over to the boss galaxy of World 4 and see what type of prankster comment this is. I'm pretty sure there's another one over like Beat Block Galaxy 2 that showed up in the last episode, so I kind of want to get that if I can as well. But for this prankster comment, we have Gravity Star Speedrun. Alright, this should be fun. And speaking of speedruns, this is sort of going to date the video a little bit, and I try not to do that, but it's topical, so I'm going to talk about it anyways. Currently going on is actually Summer Games Done Quick, which is a week-long charity stream, sort of like a marathon, in which like a ton of people come together and just like speedrun games for an entire week. And it's sort of what got me into speedrunning actually, and sort of watching it when I can, because it's like a ton of different people speedrunning a ton of different games. It's for a great cause. Like I believe this year it's for Doctors Without Borders. 1 year it was like to prevent cancer and stuff like that. So it's a really good cause and really, really entertaining. So that's sort of what got me like into speedrunning. It's like I've watched a ton of Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker runs as a result. Not too many Galaxy runs. Like I've only watched a few of those because when I decide to LP a game, one of the things that like I try to do is watch like a speedrun of it so I can see like, you know, the top play ever for that game, I guess you could say, and see if there's anything I can sort of implement in my own play to make myself seem a lot better at the game than I actually am. Kind of like a little cheat I use, but yeah. Sorry, I was like really concentrating there for a second because I really needed to get that clock. But yeah, so I would definitely check out the Twitch channel Games Done Quick. That's where they're going to be streaming for the next week. If you're watching this video pretty much any time after a week after I upload it, chances are they're not streaming. They do 2 of these events per year though, so I don't know, I guess look it up, see if you're interested. I promise you, it is entertaining, and I kind of wish that I could be watching it now, but I need to record a ton of videos since pretty sure I mentioned this in my last update video, but I am taking a trip next week. I'll be away for like 10 days. I'm going to hang out with a bunch of other YouTube friends, and hopefully I'll come back with some collaboration videos and stuff like that, so it'll be a good time. But before that, I've got to pre-record a ton of videos, that way I have stuff going up while I'm away. And oh, I need to be a little bit careful here, like I'm really close to the star. I just need to get all around to the other side and hopefully don't die in the meantime. Oh my gosh, I am cutting it really close with these things, and no. Okay, oh man, I was so close to the star. There we go. Oh man, I had like 3 attempts to get that, and like all of them did not work, but at least we got the star, and we are done with that. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a comment over Beat Block Galaxy, and that one is really, really annoying. So, you know what? We might as well just do it next, because if we don't do it now, I'm just gonna put it off forever, because I know how hard it is, so might as well just get it out of the way. But, yeah, this makes Beat Block Galaxy a lot harder than it was before. And, the name of the mission, too, is kind of deceiving. Like, I really don't think it's telling the whole truth there. But this prankster comment is Silver Stars in double time. Now, it says double time, so you're thinking, like, oh, everything's sped up ×2, right? I really don't think that is the case. I'm pretty sure it's sped up by, like, 3 or 4 times, because it is way faster than before. So really, my best advice for this stage is start counting in your head as you play, like 1, 2, 1, 2. You know, if you keep that sort of like metronome in your head, it'll sort of help you along with the jumps that you can make. Now, in one of these like crystals, I know there is Yoshi, and he makes some parts of this level easier, some parts not so much. So you know what? I'm not going to use him, but his Flutter Jump gives you enough air time to like sort of jump up in the air, flutter, and then land back on one of these blocks, you know, that you've already jumped off. Because really, this time around, if you jump off of a block, you pretty much have to jump towards the opposite color, because that's what it's going to change to by the time you land down. But if you use Yoshi's Flutter, you can jump up in the air. Oh my gosh, that was close. But, yeah, you can jump up in the air and then flutter, and then you'll land back on the same color of block. So it does give you enough time to do that. And this is the tricky part, guys. Like, if anything, this is where you're gonna die a lot, just because it is so hard to maintain that, like, metronome and move around this area, especially with, like, the changing camera angle and stuff like that. So I very much expect to die here at least once. No, there it is. Alright, well, second death. Make that like our, I don't know, 7th death or whatever, because I have died so many times trying to collect these stupid silver stars. Like, I'll openly admit, this mission is hard, and maybe Yoshi might make this part a little bit easier. I don't know, like, I've never actually kept him long enough to bring him here, so yeah, I can't really test that theory. But I do find that, oh my gosh, yeah, sort of going for the stars that are, like, up here first is probably your best bet, since, once you get all 5 of them, I'm pretty sure, like, the gimmick of the galaxy just, like, stops. So if you get the ones that are closer together first, then that just means that you have less harder stars to collect, and you're more likely to not die, I guess. So I'm gonna try and grab this one if I can. Not die, that would be great. This is, like, so nerve-wracking right now. I only need 1 star, though. Sadly, it's the one all the way, like, well, I guess in front of me now. And this is not an easy way to get there. Oh my gosh. Alright, please just don't die and grab the star. Thank goodness, man. Oh, I think it was on, like, my last life, too. So, haven't gotten a game over yet, but I certainly did die a lot trying to get these stupid stars. Let's just take it easy and not die while we're trying to get this star. There we go. Oh, man. Not fun, man. Not fun. But we got the star. That's all that really matters. But, now that I'm completely on edge from trying to get that star a million times and failing, that brings us up to 81 total stars. Fantastic. And that does complete that galaxy for now. And I think that is a good place to end things off. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you wanted some more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.